All right, so have you ever thought about what it really takes to be an accountant?
Yeah.
We're going deep into the world of accountants today with some info from RoleCatcher.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you,
Okay.
it's way more than just tax season and calculators.
That's right. Get ready to see the world of finance with fresh eyes.
Really?
Yeah, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of this whole career path, from the unexpected skills you need to the different ways you can specialize.
Okay, so RoleCatcher calls accountants financial detectives,
Uh-huh.
which I gotta say sounds way cooler than I expected.
Right.
They gave this one example. Apparently some companies hire forensic accountants to dig into potential crimes.
Oh, absolutely. Think embezzlement, fraud, even money laundering. These specialists are like the Sherlock Holmes of finance, using their knowledge to trace the flow of money and uncover any shady business.
I never realized how diverse this field really is.
Yeah.
I mean, when I hear accountant, I picture someone who loves spreadsheets, maybe a little too much.
Well, while organization is definitely key, it's about more than just crunching numbers.
Okay.
A big part of the job is communicating those numbers to others, explaining complex financial information in a way that anyone can understand.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
After all, what good is a financial statement if no one else can decipher it?
Right.
Speaking of which, maybe you could break down exactly what we mean by financial statements.
Great point. Think of them as the story of a company's financial health.
Okay.
You've got your balance sheet, which is a snapshot of assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. Then there's the income statement, which shows revenues and expenses over a period, like a financial report card.
Okay, starting to see how those pieces fit together.
Yeah.
So it's not just about being good at math, it's about analyzing trends, spotting irregularities, and basically being a financial storyteller.
Exactly. And just like a good storyteller, accountants need to understand their audience.
Okay.
Clients, managers, investors, and tailor their communication accordingly.
RoleCatcher really emphasized the importance of communication skills alongside those analytical chops.
Yeah.
It seems like a good accountant needs to be a bit of a chameleon, adapting to different situations and people.
That adaptability extends to the career path itself.
Really?
There's a lot of room for specialization within accounting, kind of like choosing a medical specialty. Are you drawn to the fast-paced world of tax accounting? Or does the idea of digging into forensic investigations pique your interest?
It's amazing how this one field offers so many different paths.
It is.
RoleCatcher gave a breakdown of the typical career trajectory, starting with entry-level roles like a trainee or junior accountant.
Those early roles are all about building a solid foundation.
Okay.
You're learning the ropes, assisting senior accountants, and gradually taking on more responsibility.
So even if you don't have years of experience,
Yeah.
there's a starting point for building a career in this field.
Exactly. And as you gain experience and knowledge, you can climb the ranks to positions like staff accountant and eventually senior accountant, where you're handling more complex tasks and making key financial decisions.
And for those who are in it for the long haul, RoleCatcher says the ultimate goal for many is reaching a leadership position,
Okay.
like accounting manager or even financial controller.
That's right.
Wow.
Those roles require not only deep accounting expertise, but also strong leadership and strategic thinking.
Yeah.
You're not just managing numbers at that point.
Right.
You're shaping the financial future of an entire organization.
It sounds like a career path with built-in growth potential.
It is.
But let's be honest, every job has its pros and cons.
True.
What does RoleCatcher have to say about the not-so-glamorous aspects of being an accountant?
Well, they definitely don't sugarcoat the challenges.
Okay.
One of the biggest downsides they highlight is the pressure, especially during peak seasons like tax season.
Yes, the dreaded tax season.
Yeah.
I've heard whispers of long hours, tight deadlines, and enough caffeine to fuel a rocket launch.
It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
Right.
During those crunch times, accountants often find themselves working long hours to meet deadlines and ensure accuracy, which can lead to stress and even burnout.
So while job stability and good earning potential are major perks of the profession, it's not all smooth sailing.
Exactly. Like any career, it has its trade-offs.
Right.
But for those who thrive under pressure and enjoy the challenge of solving complex financial puzzles, the rewards can be substantial.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to consider those trade-offs because for someone considering a career shift,
Right.
Knowing what they're getting into is crucial.
Right, absolutely.
It's more than just the day-to-day tasks.
Mm-hmm.
It's understanding the overall landscape.
Absolutely. And that's where RoleCatcher's approach is really helpful.
Okay.
They go beyond just listing job openings.
Okay.
They've actually compiled this massive database of employers with detailed company profiles.
So it's like having a behind-the-scenes look at potential employers before you even apply.
Exactly.
Wow.
You can get a feel for company culture, values, even read reviews from past and present employees.
Interesting.
This helps you find the right fit for your personality and career goals.
I wish I had that kind of resource when I was starting out.
Right.
It's one thing to ace an interview, but it's even more important to find a work environment where you can thrive long term.
I completely agree.
Right.
Speaking of interviews, RoleCatcher offers some interesting tools to help you prepare for those crucial conversations.
Okay.
They have this massive library of practice interview questions.
Really?
Categorized by industry and even specific job titles.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But with over 120,000 questions, where do you even start?
That's where their AI-powered features come in.
Okay.
You can input the specific roles you're interested in.
Okay.
And their system will curate a list of relevant practice questions tailored to those positions.
So it's like having a personalized interview prep coach in your pocket.
Exactly.
Sign me up.
Right.
But even with all the preparation in the world, interviews can still be nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah.
Does RoleCatcher address that at all?
They really try to take the edge off.
Okay.
One of their coolest features is an AI-powered interview simulator.
Wow.
You can record yourself answering practice questions.
Okay.
And their AI provides feedback on your delivery, pacing, even your body language.
Wow. It's like having a virtual career coach.
Yeah.
Analyzing your every move. That's incredibly valuable.
It is.
Especially for anyone who tends to get tongue-tied or anxious during interviews.
Absolutely.
Right.
It helps you identify areas for improvement and build confidence before you're face-to-face with a potential employer.
You know what strikes me about all these features?
Yeah.
From the career path breakdowns to the company profiles and interview prep tools,
Right.
is that RoleCatcher seems to have a really holistic approach.
They do.
Right.
They've essentially created an entire ecosystem to support job seekers at every stage of the journey.
It's not just about firing off resumes and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
It's about making informed decisions,
Yeah.
understanding your strengths, and finding a career path that truly aligns with your values and goals.
And what's impressive is that a lot of these resources are available for free.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's incredible. It really breaks down those financial barriers that can sometimes hold people back from exploring new career options.
It speaks to their commitment to making career development accessible to everyone, not just those who can afford expensive career coaching services.
I love that.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher has certainly given us a lot to consider.
It has.
Not just about the accounting profession, but about the future of career exploration in general.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's clear they're leveraging technology to empower job seekers and reshape how we approach our professional journeys.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah. What other industries or professions could benefit from this kind of comprehensive, tech-driven approach to career guidance?
That's a great question.
Right.
And one that I'm sure many innovators are already exploring.
Yeah.
The possibilities are really quite exciting. But for now, let's bring it back to our main focus today.
Okay.
The career of an accountant.
We've talked about the unexpected skills needed, the different specializations available, even the potential downsides of the job.
Right.
But for someone who's ready to take that next step,
Yeah.
what concrete actions can they take to launch their accounting career?
Well, a good starting point, according to RoleCatcher, is understanding the educational requirements.
So time to dust off those textbooks.
In most cases, yes.
Okay.
They emphasize the importance of a solid academic foundation.
Typically a bachelor's degree in accounting or a related field.
Right, back to school it is.
Right.
But what about those who already have a degree in
Yeah.
a different area?
Yeah.
Is it back to square one for them?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
RoleCatcher actually provides guidance on alternative pathways,
Okay.
like taking specific accounting courses
Mm-hmm.
or pursuing a master's degree in accounting.
Right.
They even have information on online programs and boot camps
Wow.
for those who need more flexibility.
That's incredibly helpful.
It is.
It shows they're not just catering to one type of learner,
Right.
but recognizing that people come from diverse backgrounds and have different learning styles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And while education is essential,
Yeah.
RoleCatcher also highlights the importance of practical experience.
So it's not enough to just ace those exams.
Yeah.
You need to get your hands dirty in the real world.
Precisely.
Oh.
They recommend seeking internships or entry-level positions to apply what you've learned.
Okay.
And gain practical skills that you can't always get from a textbook.
It's like the old saying, experience is the best teacher.
Exactly.
But in this case, it's combining that real-world experience with a solid educational foundation.
Absolutely. And for those who really want to stand out from the crowd and boost their earning potential, RoleCatcher has a whole section dedicated to professional certifications.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Tell me more about these certifications.
Well, they highlight certifications like the Certified Public Accountant, CPA, Chartered Accountant, CA, and Certified Management Accountant, CMA. Gotcha. As valuable assets in the accounting world.
What makes these certifications so special? Is it just about adding another line to your resume?
It's much more than that.
Okay.
These certifications demonstrate a mastery of advanced accounting knowledge and a commitment to upholding professional standards.
So it's like a stamp of approval from the accounting gods.
In a way, yes.
Right.
It tells potential employers that you've gone above and beyond to develop your skills and expertise in specific areas of accounting.
Okay, I'm starting to see why these certifications are so highly valued.
Yeah.
But I imagine they're not exactly a walk in the park to obtain.
They definitely require dedication and hard work.
I bet.
Each certification has its own set of eligibility requirements, often including a combination of education, work experience, and passing a rigorous exam.
So it's not something you can just cram for overnight.
Not at all.
Right.
It's a significant investment of time and effort.
Yeah.
But the payoff can be huge in terms of career advancement and earning potential.
This is all incredibly insightful, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Does RoleCatcher provide any guidance on navigating these certifications?
Yeah.
It seems like a lot to figure it out on your own.
That's where their platform really shines.
Okay.
They offer detailed guides on each certification, outlining the requirements, exam format, and even study tips.
Wow.
They also have a network of career coaches who specialize in helping aspiring accountants prepare for these exams.
It's like having a personal Sherpa guiding you through the treacherous yet rewarding terrain of professional certification. They really thought of everything.
They've really tried to anticipate the needs of job seekers and create a one-stop shop for all things career-related.
Yeah.
And while certifications can be a significant step, RoleCatcher reminds us that the learning never really stops in this field.
It's a constant evolution.
It is.
New regulations, technologies, and best practices are always emerging in the world of finance.
Exactly.
Right.
They emphasize the importance of continuous learning, encouraging accountants to stay up to date through professional development opportunities like conferences, workshops, and online courses.
So it's not just about reaching the summit of your career.
Yeah.
It's about continuously exploring new horizons.
Precisely.
I love that.
Right.
And that's the exciting part. The accounting profession is constantly evolving, offering opportunities for growth and intellectual stimulation throughout your career.
Absolutely.
I have to admit, my initial perception of accounting as a dry, numbers-only field has been completely transformed.
It's been fascinating to unravel those misconceptions together and discover the dynamic and multifaceted nature of this career path.
It's clear that accounting requires a unique blend of analytical skills, communication, adaptability, and a passion for continuous learning.
Absolutely.
But beyond the technical aspects, there's also a human element to this profession that we haven't really explored yet.
That's a great point.
Right.
We've talked about numbers, regulations, and career paths. But what about the personal side of being an accountant?
Right.
How does this profession impact people's lives, and what are the ethical considerations that come into play?
Those are important questions.
They are?
And ones that deserve a closer look.
Yeah.
But before we dive into that fascinating aspect of the accounting world, let's take a quick break.
All right.
Stay tuned as we explore the human side of finance and discover how accountants make a real difference in the world. So we're back.
Yeah.
And, we've been on quite a journey through this whole world of accounting, haven't we?
We have.
It's a side of finance I think most people don't really see.
It really is. We often focus on the technical skills,
right?
The certifications, the career ladder.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, accounting is about people.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Behind every financial statement, every tax return, every business decision, there are human stories.
Absolutely.
And accountants are right there in the thick of it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
They're helping individuals navigate their finances, guiding businesses toward success, and ensuring that the financial system operates with integrity.
RoleCatcher touches on this a little bit,
Yeah.
mentioning how accountants work with clients from all walks of life, each with their unique circumstances and goals.
It's true. One day an accountant might be advising a young entrepreneur on starting a business.
Wow.
And the next, they could be helping a family plan for retirement.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, the scope of their impact is vast.
It makes you realize that empathy and communication skills
Yeah,
are just as crucial as those debits and credits.
absolutely.
You really have to understand people to do this job.
Yeah, an accountant needs to be able to understand their client's needs.
Okay.
Explain complex financial concepts in a clear and concise way, and build trust through open and honest communication.
It's about building relationships, not just crunching numbers.
Exactly.
And those relationships come with a great deal of responsibility, right?
They do.
That's something I've always found intriguing about this whole profession.
Yeah.
Accountants are often entrusted with sensitive financial information,
Right.
and they're bound by a strict code of ethics.
Yeah, it's a critical aspect of the job.
Absolutely.
RoleCatcher highlights the importance of confidentiality, integrity, and objectivity in maintaining public trust in the financial system.
It's like they're the guardians of financial transparency and accountability.
In a way, they are.
Right.
They play a vital role in preventing fraud, ensuring compliance with regulations, and upholding ethical standards within organizations and society as a whole.
Wow, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
But it also speaks to the level of trust placed in accountants.
it does.
Yeah.
And it's a trust that needs to be earned and maintained through ethical conduct and a commitment to professional excellence.
Well, after this whole deep dive, I think it's safe to say that accounting is far more than just a job. It's a calling.
It's a profession that demands both intellectual rigor and a deep sense of responsibility.
For those who are drawn to the challenge, who find satisfaction in bringing order to chaos, and who are driven by a desire to make a positive impact,
Yeah.
accounting offers a truly rewarding career path.
And with platforms like RoleCatcher paving the way, accessing the information and resources needed to explore this dynamic field has never been easier.
That's true.
Yeah.
So whether you're a numbers whiz or simply intrigued by the world of finance, don't underestimate the possibilities that lie within the accounting profession.
It's a field brimming with opportunities.
It really is.
For those who are willing to embrace the challenge, never stop learning, and use their skills to make a difference.
Well said.
Thank you.
And on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into the world of accounting.
Sounds good.
We hope this journey has left you with a fresh perspective on this often misunderstood profession.
It is often misunderstood.
It really is, but it's much more dynamic than people think.
Absolutely.
As always, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning, and keep diving into this fascinating world around us.
Yeah. Explore those careers.